What's up, everybody? So, a lot of people, I'm sure a lot of you guys have actually noticed that I am no longer reacting to certain individuals, and it's making them angry. If anything, I am poking fun at their ignorance while living my life. And there's a reason for that. Because, see, here lately I've been studying quite a bit of self-reflection. I've also been studying on how to stop caring what people think. And that is actually thanks to the person that I posted in my community tab a while back. Well, not that for long ago, it was like a few days ago. Shaolin Master Shihong Yi, who has actually been a very big help in my recovery process. And whatnot. And it's funny because people always ask me, well, why aren't you talking about this person? Why aren't you doing this, doing that? Like, oh, like, you need to respond to this. You have to respond to this. You have to respond to this, and what this person is saying. You have to do. So what? See, I gave up responding to the mentally sick ones, such as William Glory Hole and N-word Boy. Because, see, have you guys not noticed how, since I stopped responding, they started getting really, really, really mad? Like, have you guys not noticed that? How, since I stopped responding to William and N-word Boy and all them, and all these trolls, since I stopped paying attention to it, they got mad. They started getting triggered and angry and just pissed off. Which, for them, I don't feel bad because they are mentally sick. They are genuinely mentally sick. Like, these people are so obsessed with one individual that they spend all their time focusing all that negative energy into one person when people like me are out here focusing our energy on, like, what I'm doing, running my record label, making music with my brothers, and, having fun. Enjoying my life. Like, just today, just yesterday, I just got the site for my label done. All I gotta do is put out music. All I gotta do is put out fucking music, and I'm good to roll. That's all I gotta do is put out fucking music, and I'm good to kick ass and take names. Yo, Melissa. Yo, Amanda. Hold up. We got a legend in the building. Yo, Amanda. It's been a minute. What the fuck is up, girly? It has been a while, Amanda. How the fuck you been? Where's the fuck your crazy ass been out, girl? How the fuck you been? Hell, honestly, I'm surprised you even managed to find my shit. You rid of that person because they are spamming? Like, seriously, how did you even find my shit again? Or did you go through the troll community to find it again? Because that's how a lot of people that's how a lot of my old school fans like yourself keep on finding my shit, is through the trolls. But hey, either way, you're here. What's good? Oh, dude, my mom, and my family, they support what I do, man. Like, they absolutely support the fact that I'm working on music and I'm doing something I love and not feeding into what the trolls want. Because believe it or not, it's actually been quiet around here for the first time in a very long time. And I'm glad about that. And to this, hey, it's Martin guy, I'll do you one even better, homie. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. But for real though, man, like, there's one thing that I've learned since getting away from the troll community as a whole. There's one very important thing that I've learned, and that is that I can't control what other people say or do. I might not even be able to change certain people, and that's fine. But what I can do about that is how I react, how I respond, or if I even do respond. Me, I choose not to respond to William and them. Do I see their posts? Do I, see what they say? Yes. But I don't respond to it. I acknowledge that it's there. I do. I acknowledge that the posts are there. I acknowledge that the videos and the messages and all that stuff, I acknowledge that they're there. But I don't feed into it. I don't give into it. I don't let it consume my mind. I don't respond to it. I simply see it, laugh at it, and then go about my day. That's all I do. I see somebody trying to take my label name. Naughty, naughty. I'll have to hammer you down once I get the stuff. I'll have to hammer that down. Big Oz, little Oz. Bye-bye, little Oz. As you guys can see, I didn't hardly respond. I noticed that they were there, made a snarky little comment of, oh, hi, and then, bye. That's how you take care of it. Don't know who Skinny Pete is, but okay. Yo, Amanda, do you know anybody by the name of Skinny Pete? Because I don't. I mean, I know my Uncle Pete, one of my uncles, but I don't know a Skinny Pete. Yo, Booger, what's up, man? Oh, Breaking Bad, okay. I have seen that show. Dude, it's been a minute, alright? It's been a while since I've seen that show. I need to rewatch it, honestly. But in all honesty, though, and what's her name? Blame Katie actually brought this question up the last time I was on her panel is, how do I know that I have this sickness and how do I get rid of it? It's not necessarily a sickness like that. The quickest way to get rid of that mental illness, though, is to stop. And no offense to you, Katie, none at all, but some of the people that you do have on your channel are trolls. So the best thing you can do about that is to stop being a troll. Be kind to people. Be genuinely kind to people and actually treat them like a human being. Like, take Amanda here, for example. When me and her first met, on my channel, like, several months ago, it was like, what was it, like, last year, 2 years ago, something like that? Around that time, I had, like, what was it, like, 900 subs, close to 1,000? And you can ask Amanda, I had a lot of people, a lot. Like, it was bad, dude. Like, it was bad. Like, to the point to where there was a point where I had to just turn chat off. I had to just shut it off. But over time, I learned, like, a lot of these people are just unhappy with their own lives. A lot of these people are just genuinely unhappy with their own lives, and it's sad. It is genuinely and truly sad to see, you know, once good people become just sick and just mentally disturbed. So to blame Katie, you want to know how, like, if you have the sickness, take a look at what you do on a daily basis. Like, what are you doing on a daily basis? Are you focusing your energy on somebody else and being negative towards that person? Or are you focusing on bettering yourself and focusing on, like, hey, I might not be able to change that person, but I can still be a good person in my own right. I might not be able to change them as a person, but I can change myself as a person. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, this is just another phase. No, this is who I'm becoming now, going back to who I was 8, 9 years ago. That's who I want to be, and that's who I am going to be. Believe it or not, one of the books I've been reading has also helped me, along with Shadow Master Shahang Yi. By the way, shout out to Shadow Master Shahang Yi. If you've not checked out his channel, I highly recommend it. But one book that I've been reading that I actually got a little under like 2 months ago, and this book has actually changed my life in a lot of ways, and it kind of made me see a lot of things in a different way, which is this. It's a book called Good Enough by Joanne Tillett. It's actually a really good book. If you've not read this, pick this book up. I am telling you, this book will make you see things differently from a different perspective. I know it helped me to look at things a lot differently in a very big way. Between this book and Shaman Master Shihang Yi's videos on YouTube over the last few months, like, I've really started to see things for what they are. I started to see that, like, I can't change everybody, and I'm not going to try to. But what I can do about it is not fucking respond to it or feed it any thought. Because when you feed that negative energy thoughts, like when you feed it that negative energy, you're taking away from yourself. You're taking away from things that you can do to better your own life. Like with me, just yesterday, I did not look at a single goddamn post from any trolls, except for the whole thing with that Alex guy and the big T thing and all that. I looked at that just to see what was going on with that. But other than that, like, other than me just like looking to see what was going on, I acknowledged that he was going to court or was supposed to have a hearing. I acknowledged it, but I did not say anything to it. And that's what's so sad about a lot of these people like Dave right here. Clearly, Dave here has a mental problem. He has a problem with calling people names because he's unhappy with his own life. And Dave, if you're unhappy with your own life, then do something to change it. Stop being negative towards everybody, man. Like, stop calling names and being negative towards people, dude. Like, Dave, let me ask you, man, why are you so negative towards people? Who hurt you as a kid? Or did something happen in your life that made you angry? Like, what happened to make you so pissed off? Well, here's the thing. I already proved all that wrong a million times over. Therefore, I have nothing left to prove to someone like you who will not take the time to reflect on themselves. Just saying, Dave. See, that's the problem with people like Dave. People like him are mad that good people like me actually exist. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect. We've all made mistakes in the past. Nobody on the face of this planet is perfect. Nobody is perfect in this life. I don't care who you are. You find one person that is perfect. One person that has not made a single fucking mistake in their life, big or small. I dare you to find one person, one single person that has never made a mistake in their entire life. Whether they were a kid when they made a mistake, or it's up through their teenage years, their adult years. Find me one person at all that is perfect. Name one person. One. I'm willing to bet you that none of you can. None of you little trolls that like to talk crap. None of you can name one person that has not done anything wrong. Because nobody on earth is perfect. We have all made mistakes in one way or another. But it's not about the mistake that we make. It's about moving forward and what we learned from that mistake. That determines where we go in life. Me, I learned from my mistakes. I learned not to hang out with guys like Music Biz Marty or William Glory Hole or N-Word Boy. I learned not to feed into them. I learned not to give into their bullshit. And Lily, let me hit you up on that top comment there. You say you've never broken a law. A mistake doesn't have to be law breaking. A mistake can be simplest thing. Say you're going to make a meal, or say you're going to bake something and you overcook it. That's a mistake. Mistakes happen. You wake up late for work when you're supposed to be at work a certain time. That's a mistake. Me being put through what I got put through. And me doing like I did when I tried to fight back. That was a mistake on my part in fighting back. Instead of fighting back, I should have just let it go. Let people think what they want to think. Because like I said, I can't stop people from thinking what they're going to think. People are going to automatically think what they think. And as I said, it is not my job to change their minds. That is not my place to change their minds. If I can change your mind and your view on things and help you see reality and help you see the reality of things, like if I can do that, then hey, that's great. I can help you see everything for what it is. But you right now, Lily, I can tell you right now that you are sick. Just by your words. You're falling into the in crowd. You're falling into what everybody else believes. You're not taking a look at everything else from an outsider's perspective and analyzing every small, minute piece every minute detail of the whole situation. You're not looking at it from that perspective. You're looking at it from the hive mind's point of view. Meaning, you're taking what everybody else is saying and you're following it. You're taking what everybody says about me on the internet and you're following that path. Don't follow that path. Think for yourself. Analyze everything as a whole. Analyze everything as a whole in general. Meaning, do your research on people like Music Biz Marty, William Gloryhole. Study their histories. Study the history of N-Word Boy. Or better yet, here's a better one for you. Study the history on Kiwi Farms. Go over to Wikipedia or go over to Google, type in Kiwi Farms, and look at their Wikipedia page. There's a lot of dark stuff there. A lot. And I mean a lot of dark stuff. Amanda knows, because Amanda's seen a lot of this shit go down, which, by the way, Amanda, if you have Facebook or you have Discord, let me know your name on Discord or Facebook and I'll add you up. See, a lot of people try to hold me to the past. They try to associate me with the troll community. But I am not a part of that. I do not associate myself with it. Other people might try to. Other people might try to associate me with that community. But I myself do not identify with that community. And I hate to tell you, what's his name? To double N, however you say that name. I hate to break it to you, fam, but I kind of already did beat it. I beat it by escaping it, and I escaped it by not responding to it. See what I mean? It's not hard to do. I beat the troll community by not responding to them. I beat the troll community by doing what I did and not listening to what they say. By focusing on myself and living my normal everyday life with my best friends, my family, my friends. Living my normal life, working on my music, working on my artwork. You know, doing stuff that I enjoy that I wasn't doing for the longest time. And a lot of people are going to say like, oh, well, you're still blah, blah. No, I'm not part of that community. To be honest with you guys, I don't even know how that community even found me. To be honest, I genuinely don't know how they found me. I genuinely have zero clue as to how they found me. I wish I knew, but I don't. And here's the thing to Booger, how I'm hoping I'm saying that right. If you go back in many previous videos over the years, like if you actually do your research, you'll actually see that I've taken accountability for my actions, for my mistakes, the things that I've done wrong. It's these trolls that are basically terrorists that don't want to take accountability for their own actions. But also, on the flip side of that, for every cause, there's an effect. For every action, there is a reaction. You can't escape it. It's literally the laws of the universe, dude. For every action, there's a reaction. For every cause, there's an effect. Like, it's the way the universe works. Because, see, by me taking accountability for my own actions and my past mistakes, I was then able to move on. Now, I know what you're going to say, but so you're confirming that you did this and this and this. No, I am not confirming that. But I am also not denying it either. I am simply saying that if I was not targeted or taken advantage of and tricked illegally, that shit would have never happened. But people don't want to see it like that. People don't think outside of the box. They don't think with a clear head. They don't think, well, oh, if this person did this, this might not have happened. Point of case, Chris Chan. Perfect example. If he had not been taken advantage of and toyed with for all that time, he might not have done that. He might not have done those things. The same thing with Music Biz Marty when he did what he did to me. If he had just left me alone, not hired Mass Troll Mafia to pretend to be of age, then underage, that whole situation would not have happened. Therefore, as I said, cause and effect, action, reaction. That's just how the universe works. To 8 off, am I in a cult? No, I'm not. No, I'm not in a cult. Although some people like to think I am, I'm actually not in any kind of cult. I don't do that occultist stuff. Now, granted, yes, my family history is kind of steeped in that, with my ancestor being Jonathan Putnam from the witch trials. So my family is a little bit steeped in that, that history, so to speak. But no, I am not in a cult. None of my family members are in a cult, so don't even, all y'all are going to be like, oh, well, they must be. No, they're not. They're not in a cult. My family is not in a cult. We're just normal, average people. Now, I can't say the same thing for the guys at Kiwi Farms, because Kiwi Farms is basically a terrorist cult. They're basically a terroristic cult. Prove me wrong. Somebody, please prove me wrong that Kiwi Farms is not a terroristic cult. But before you go to prove that, I want you guys to do your research on Kiwi Farms first. And then come back and tell me, oh, they're not a cult. Yes, they are. They're a terroristic cult group. Those are literally the traits of a cult. Those are literally cultish traits. I mean, have we all, did we all not play Far Cry 5? Did we not play the Far Cry 5 game, people? I mean, that's literally what, you take the main guy, Joseph, from Far Cry 5, and that's basically Kiwi Farms in a nutshell. I mean, that is literally Kiwi Farms in a nutshell right there. Yo, Amanda, if you look up the Salem Witch Trials, that's Salem Witch and then Trials. If you look it up, you'll see it was a whole thing in the 1600s. And it wasn't just here in the U.S., it was actually all over the world. And a lot of people don't know that, but it started in Salem, Massachusetts in the early 1600s and stuff like that. There was a whole thing about it. So, yeah. My ancestor got accused of being a witch when he wasn't. And was one of the main ones to be executed. after fighting it and telling people, no, I'm not a witch, and he ended up getting killed anyway. So, not really much I can do there about that. But if you look up the Salem witch trials, you can look it up on Google, you can look it up on YouTube. It's fairly easy to find. But, you know, at the end of the day, like I said, I don't care about what people say about me. I don't. No, I'm not a wizard. Well, depends on what way you're saying that. Yo, 2-inch cheese. How are you like referring to that? Are you referring to me being an actual wizard and doing magic? No, I don't do magic. I don't practice witchcraft or any of that stuff. But like when it comes to like music and stuff like that, yes, I am a wizard when it comes to that. Like when it comes to creating new genres and new lanes of music, I am a wizard in a sense when it comes to that. Because I have that people tell me like, bro, you're a fucking wizard with this shit. Creating genres of music, putting out bangers almost instantly. Like that's insane, dude. So, like, in that sense, yes, but in the literal sense of me being a warlock or a wizard, no. That'd be dope if I was, though. I'm not gonna lie, that would be pretty fire if I was. Yo, Petre, you'll find out here in the next few months or so. Because right now, I'm currently working on a couple of brand new genres of music that have never been done before, that I've been working really hard at for like the last several years. I've been studying on how to genre bend and how to do different styles. So I am going to be releasing a whole new, brand new album of that genre of music under my name, Crimson Chamber, which I'm super stoked about. Yes, I am bringing the Crimson Chamber name back for the label. Yes, I am bringing back Shadow Blade for the label. And yes, my little brother, Old 45, is going to be signed to the label. So shout out to my little brother, Old 45. What's good, brother? You crazy son of a bitch. But I'm just happy to be doing music again, dude. Like, I'm genuinely just happy to be back, living my life, doing music again, and just having fun, dude. Like, I love creating. A lot of people might not know this, but before I started doing music, I did artwork. So artistry literally runs in my veins. I've been drawing since I was a kid and whatnot, and I still do draw from time to time. Not as much, but I do still draw from time to time. I do still paint a lot. I do still do canvases, which I have a whole bunch of canvases that I should probably break out and do some shit on. But, you know, outside of that, like, I do music full time. Like, I'm first generation music artist in my family. Believe it or not, I am actually first generation music artist in my family. Like, nobody else in my family does music at all. Like, I am literally first generation music artist, which is pretty cool to say. Like, it's pretty cool to be able to say that, hey, I'm the first generation music artist in my family. And I'm proud to say that. Was I exiled from the Mormon church? No. Believe it or not, dude, I was actually born and raised Christian since I was a child. But I found out in my later years, in my teen years, that my ancestor was Jonathan Putnam from the witch trials. And that whole side of my family is actually pagans and Wiccans. So I'm literally stuck in the middle between half my family being Christian and then the other half being pagan and Wiccan. And it's funny because family reunions are the worst. Let me tell you. Just really quick here. Let me go on this little tangent here right quick. Family reunions are the fucking absolute worst. Because the Christian side of my family hates the Wiccan and pagan side of my family. But the pagan and Wiccan side is completely okay with the Christian side. Like, the pagan side has nothing against these guys, but these guys over here, the Christian side, has everything against these people. And it's like, I'm in the middle just sitting here like, can you guys just shut the fuck up and get along? I mean, at the end of the day, we're all blood. We're all fucking family. Shut the fuck up and get along. Please and thank you. So you can imagine how bad family reunions are. They fucking suck. Yo, Uncle Gums, what up, brother? I mean, I would put it on, but as you guys know, I got fucked up recently because of that Alex guy, and I can't really wear anything on my head. I'm lucky to be able to wear this, but my head's still healing from where I took damage at because of him, so I'm not able to like really wear anything heavy. But as soon as my head's healed up fully, I'm going to be rocking that shit 1,000%, bro. I'm going to be rocking that chainmail hood with the mask and the headband 1,000%, like for sure. But I gotta let this heal up first. And as soon as it's fully healed, then it's game on. But, like I said, I'm not here to fight with anybody, you know. Everybody has their own opinions, you know what I mean? Yeah, everybody has their own opinions and this and that and the other, and that's fine. You can have your own opinion. Yo, Uncle Gums, you know what you say to those people? Stick up your middle finger and be like this. Fuck you. This is what you say to them, man. Just stick your middle finger up, figuratively or literally, either one, and just be like, screw you. I'm my own person. Don't like it? Oh well. Hell, you guys can ask Amanda. Like, Amanda will tell you herself. Like Amanda will definitely tell you herself. Like, she's watched me do that both figuratively and literally, in both sense. Like, I sat there on live stream and just went, fuck you to the trolls literally, but also fuck you figuratively by not giving a shit. And like I said, you know, like, the thing that I find most interesting about people is that everybody's always like, oh, well, what about this? What, can you answer this? Can you answer that? Can you answer this? Can you answer that? Like, can you answer for this? Oh, can you answer for that? And I find it interesting because, like, I get that people want to understand. I get that. But not everything is meant to be understood. There are some things that I want to keep private to myself. There are some things that I don't want out in the open because I do want that sense of privacy. Like, you know, say if I end up with somebody again. Say that I end up, you know, getting a girlfriend again and I end up getting engaged and married and stuff like that. I'm not going to live stream the wedding. Like, if I do end up getting married one day, I'm not going to live stream the wedding. I want that to be private. I want that to be just for myself, my family, and my friends. And yes, my childhood best friend, who is also on the label with me, is going to be my best man. But that whole thing is going to be private. I'm not going to have it blasted everywhere and be like, hey, look, guys, I'm getting married. Like, no, I'm not doing that. It's going to be a private event away from prying eyes for just family, friends, and those that I'm close with. Because believe it or not, at the end of the day, guys, I'm just a normal guy. Like, everybody sees me as like this larger than life figure, but dude, I'm no different than you guys. You guys have regular day jobs. I have a regular day job. The only difference is what we do for work. That's the only difference. You guys go to work at like Walmart's, construction jobs, waitressing, doing waiter work, being a mechanic, doing, firefighter work, ambulance work, whatever it is that you do. Whatever that job is that you do, that's the only difference. Me, I do music. That's the only difference, is what we do for work. You guys get up, you take a shower, you eat breakfast, you grab your cup of coffee, and you head out the door for work. Same thing with me. I wake up, run down, grab a cup of coffee, grab a shower, come back upstairs, and begin my day and working on music. Whether that be, working on ideas, whether that be actually working on instrumental stuff, whether that be recording, like actually recording stuff, or whether it's just coming up with ideas. I'm always doing something. Hell, I could be sitting down watching regular ass TV right now and coming up with ideas. Because that's what I do. That's my job as a music artist, is to study, analyze, create. I study my life or study whatever subject that I want to write the song based around, whatever the song's going to be based around. I study that subject, and if it's something that I've gone through in life, I take my own experiences, put it into that. And then from there, I write the lyrics out, and then once I find an instrumental or I come up with an instrumental that works, then I record. See, simple as that. Not even, dude. Like, that's literally the only difference. And it's funny. People say that, like, oh, you're not normal. How am I not normal, dude? I wake up, grab a shower, grab coffee, eat breakfast, come upstairs, watch TV, and work on music. That's my job. Like, that is literally my job. I am literally a fucking record label owner, dude. I am literally a music artist that started my own label, signed myself to my label, and brought on two of my longtime best friends, one of which I've known since 3rd grade. Like, I'm actually out here doing shit. And I get it that people are like, oh, that's not very hard work. Okay, then let's see y'all do it. To that person that just ran his mouth that I deleted, let's see you do it then. If it's that easy for you to do, like, if you really think that running your own label, let's see you do it. Let's see you go through the hard work of filing the stuff for the LLC, then going in and handcrafting the website on your own from the ground up, which is what I've done. I handcrafted my website from the ground up. I handcrafted that shit. Custom made from the ground up. I hand did the album cover for my current album from the ground up. Just like I do all my music. It's from the ground up, just like my music. So to anybody out there that thinks that doing content and doing music is easy, by all means, to that guy that ran his mouth that had like that paragraph long thing, please, by all means, sir, show me how easy it is for you to do that. Teach us all how easy it is to do that job if it's that easy. Because if it was really that easy, we would all be doing it. Like I said, I took the time and I put real money into this shit. I put real money into my career. I put more than enough time and effort into my career. And honestly, I'm comfortable with where I'm at. I love where I'm at right now because I can live my life and live my career and live my dream out of doing music full time with two of my best friends in the whole fucking world. One of which, like I said, I grew up with since third grade, so he's basically my brother. Like, we all grew up together. Me, him, and his girlfriend, who are basically common law married at this point, you know, we all grew up together. So to me, those two were family. Same with my best friend, Old 45. Old 45 is a signed artist on the label. Shout out Old 45. Fucking love you, little brother. But Old 45, my little brother, one of my best friends. But, you know, I get to live my life doing something I enjoy. Something that I actually have fought tooth and nail for many years to be able to do. I have fought tooth and nail for so many years to finally be able to do this, and guess what? It's finally happened. Despite what the naysayers and the haters all have to say, it's for real. Like, I actually did register everything for $100 with the state of Ohio. I have all the proper paperwork filed. I have everything that's good to go. So my LLC is legitimate. Do I have all the bells and whistles? No, because I don't need all the bells and whistles. I don't need all that extra garbage. I don't need all the extra shit that goes with that. All I needed was the LLC itself, the documentation, the registration, all that shit, which I paid for. And now, guess what? I can do my shit full time and not have to worry about it. Despite what certain individuals like William Glory Hole and Marty and N-Word Boy say, despite what they say, because what they say doesn't even factor into what I'm actually doing. That doesn't even matter to me, what they say. Do I find it amusing? Yes. Does it matter? No. Because they're just mad because I'm actually doing something I enjoy. Which is what I'm going to continue to do. What I enjoy, what I love doing, which is my music, my artwork, having fun with my friends, gaming out. But to anybody out there that, you know, that is dealing with this kind of stuff, that is dealing with trolls, my best advice to you, just ignore the motherfuckers. Don't even pay them a second thought. Like, if they say something, sure, read what they say, but don't feed into it. Don't respond. Don't give into it. Because when you feed into it, you're giving into it. And when you give into it, you might not see it right away, but in the long run, you will become somebody that you do not like. Trust me, I'm speaking from pure experience on this shit. Sorry, but we do not here, boys. Y'all can take that to whatever other channel you want to take that to, but we do not here. We support mental health and helping people out and the betterment of everybody as a whole, as individuals. That's what we support here. We do not support trolling. The old me would have. Many years ago, the old me would have supported that, but I'm not that person anymore. That's not me. That person that the trolls made me out to be, that's not who I ever wanted to be. That's not who I ever wanted to become. And I refuse to go back to that. Yo, Diego, what's up, man? Yo, Jay, I don't have anything set up on the site yet. I'm still working on like the stuff for getting the music linked up to it. I have the site done. I'm just working on like the small minor details, like getting the music linked up to it and all that stuff. There will be a clothing shop in there for my personal clothing brand called Hollow Hearts Apparel, which is actually a gothic style anime merch design that I started way back in like 2007. And like now that I'm able to bring that to life, I am gonna incorporate that into the music shop as well. I will be bringing that out, so that'll be fun. That's gonna be fucking dope bringing that out, man. Finally bringing back one of my OG clothing lines that I had when I was on the site called Rayjon.com. Back when Rayjon.com actually had a shop where you could like create and sell and shit. To be able to bring that clothing line brand, to bring that brand back from the dead and revive that and to redo it, bro, that's gonna be dope. Like, I can't wait for y'all to see that shit. Like, my stuff is kind of, geared towards more the family friendly side of things. Like, it's definitely geared towards family friendly stuff. For all my weebs out there, all my anime fans out there, what's good, motherfuckers? Yeah, I'm not a weeb at all, dude. I got a fucking Pokemon book right there. I got fucking All for One right there. I got fucking anime shit in the back. Like, I got a Himiko figure right there. I got Demon Slayer characters back there in the back there at the bottom. Like, plus I got a couple anime wall scrolls and posters sitting on by my other two keyboards. So yeah, I'm not an anime fan at all. I mean, come on, dude. I wear a fucking Naruto Itachi headband with my fucking gear, dude. I wear a fucking Itachi Uchiha fucking headband with my fucking chainmail hood and my mask, bro. Like, that right there says a lot. Like, that clearly says a lot. Like, come on, dude. Have you guys not noticed by now that a lot of my albums are fucking, like, massively, like, anime themed? That's because I grew up watching anime as a kid, bro. Like, I've always loved the anime style, the artwork. And I know what a lot of y'all are going to ask. What's your favorite show? Right off rip, I would have to say Full Metal Alchemist is my number one show. And then Inuyasha would be a very close second. And then Gundam Wing, like the regular Gundam Wing, not like Gundam Wing 007 or any of those, but Gundam Wing with Wing Zero, Death Scythe, Sandrock, Heavy Arms, all those guys. Fucking love that one. That's actually my favorite season of Gundam, actually. And yes, Dragon Ball Z. I'm huge on Dragon Ball Z. And yes, I have been watching Bleach Thousand Year War. Love that one so far. I love Bleach Thousand Year War so far. It's fucking sick as fuck. Absolutely love Bleach Thousand Year War. But I've been watching that. What's some other ones I've been watching lately? There's a bunch of anime that I've actually been watching lately that's actually really good. I started watching Clannad again for the first time in years, which love Clannad. Like, now that I'm getting to watch Clannad in full, like, I fucking love it. But, like I said, man, to everybody out there that is dealing with trolls or is, wondering how I deal with the trolls, that's simple. Acknowledge they're there and don't respond. That's the best strategy. Just acknowledge that they are there and just don't respond to them. That's literally the best. That's literally the best thing you can do. Ed Petra, I would love to know where this supposed, like, where's this supposed, man? Like, where's it at? Because I don't see it. I mean, you might be talking about your phone, and if you are talking about your phone, well then, looks like you got problems, my man. And you might want to go get help for that. You might want to seek a therapist or a police officer or someone who can actually give you help. Because I can't help you, dude. When you yourself are doing that, then that's out of my jurisdiction, man. I'm just here to create content, create music, and help people through music and my content. I'm not here to, do all that extra shit. So if you do have that problem, seek out an officer, seek out a therapist or a counselor or something. And go get you some help, man. And if you can't get help, like, in person, there's BetterHelp. You can hit up BetterHelp online, man. You can pay for a therapist. BetterHelp online. Which actually, I've used BetterHelp before, and they're really good. I've actually used BetterHelp before, and they've helped me a lot. And I mean a lot. Like, they have actually helped me out quite a bit. So, shout out to BetterHelp for the help that I got. Appreciate it. But, like I said, man, at the end of the day, when it comes to negative people, and when it comes to the sickness of trolling, the best way you can deal with that is to acknowledge that it's there. Like, acknowledge that, that you see it, but don't react to it. Don't pay it any thought. Just look at it and be like, interesting. And then just leave and go do something else. Don't even let it linger in your mind at all. Like, don't even let it linger there. Just, look at it and then leave. Just like, okay, somebody said something, let me go look. Okay, cool. Leave. That's what I do. Every time I see somebody post something about me or talk shit, yeah, I'll go look and see what it is. And then, when I look at it and I see it, I sit there, I giggle a little bit and go, that's interesting. And then, I'll leave. And I won't even let that comment or that post have a second thought in my mind. I don't let it sit in my mind. I see it, I acknowledge it, and then I leave. Because when the best way that I can put it is like this. I know this is going to be a very weird example, but it's going to make sense. Take this for example. Say my necklace right here is, say this right here is the troll community, right? This whole necklace right here is the troll community, right? When I acknowledge it and I push it away, what does it do? It comes right back. Sure, it might go away for a little while, but then it comes back. Then it goes away, then it comes back. But if you sit there and you acknowledge that it's there, you look at it, you don't mess with it, you look at it, you don't say anything, it's just there. It's just right there. But when you acknowledge it, you're either going to bring it close to you or push it away from you, which is going to create the pendulum effect, which is this. See, it's going out of your life and then coming back. Going out of your life and then coming back. Which is why whenever you're dealing with trolls, just sit there and stare at it. Just be like, I see these comments. Interesting. And then just walk around it and move on. It's the best thing to do. That's literally the best thing to do, is just, you don't, you don't pull it towards you. You don't push it away. You acknowledge that it's there. And don't mess with it. Because when you mess with it, it's like there's that old saying called which wolf. There's an old story, which I'm sure we all know this one. Which wolf are you going to feed? And I'm sure we all know that one by now. The dark wolf being acknowledging the trolls and reacting to it and being in the fray and fighting with them. Or are you going to feed the light wolf, the good wolf, which means, you see that they're there, but you don't respond. You acknowledge that they're there and you don't respond. That's literally the best advice I can give you guys. But with that being said, y'all, I am about to bounce for now because I gotta get stuff ready for tomorrow. But with that being said, I hope that you guys took this advice seriously, man. And I hope that, it did help you guys in some way. I do. I genuinely hope that I was able to help you guys out in some way, shape, or form. Like I said, I know that dealing with trolls can be very, very hard. I was once in that position. I used to be terrible. I used to respond to them constantly. I used to respond to the trolls on a constant basis. I was terrible. But, hopefully you guys, did enjoy this. And hopefully you guys took something good away from this. And, if you did, hey, that's great. If you guys did take something good away from this at all, post in the comments what you guys took away from it. I will be posting the video about, what I showed you guys with the necklace, on seeing something and responding to it, and, that whole thing. I will leave that in my community tab for you guys to check out. Like, if you guys do, I highly suggest checking out Shadow Master Shihungi. He's been a very big influence on my life. He's helped me out so much through his videos. He's helped me to self-reflect on myself, reflect on what I can do with the position that I'm in, what I'm capable of, how I can go about living my life. So, I'll be leaving that in the community tab for you guys, and yeah. With that being said, I will see you guys in the morning. It is going to be later in the morning when I record or I do anything on here because I got a lot to do tomorrow. I still got to get the artist pages set up on the label's website. I got stuff I got to do with that. Plus, I got an album to start releasing tomorrow, so I got songs to record. I got all that shit. And, yeah, you guys take it easy. And I'll see you guys in the morning. And it's Uncle Gums. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, man, do it. And make sure you hit that notification bell to stay up to date with everything, man. And same goes for the rest of y'all, dude. If y'all did enjoy this, man, be sure to smack that like button, that subscribe button, and the notification bell down below. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning or sometime tomorrow. I'm about to finish up what I gotta do. And then my ass is passing out for the night, so I'll see y'all in the morning, man. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you guys are at. I'll catch y'all tomorrow, man. As always, stay humble, stay positive, keep being yourself, and remember, don't let the trolls hold a space in your head. Don't let them live rent-free in your head. and don't acknowledge them. Peace.